Actually, Anta, it's day 7, my nigga. My niggas. Sunday. Fun day. It's your boy CEO Habasha, and we back with another video, you feel me? And as you can tell by the video, bro, this bird keeps just... Bro. Anyways, as you can tell by the title, we finna, you know what I'm saying? We finna have a little discussion with one another. Anchi, we're gonna talk. But anyways, let's get into it. Let's see. As you can tell by the title, yeah, smoothie. By the way, we got a smoothie. You know, it's regular out here. Okay, boy. As you can tell by the video title, right? Remove yourself from toxicity. What I mean by that? Okay, so those who you surround yourself around play a major role in your mental, as in the way you think, whether you realize it or not. All right. So those who you surround yourself around, you need to be actually cautious, or like it's something that you want to be cautious in, because the longer you hang around, the longer you surround yourself around people who don't push you or like move you the right way, like the harder it is for you to like then get out of it. Like, not like the situation or the people that you surround yourself around. You can cut them off whenever. It's very simple. It's just you do it. But it does put a mental strain on you, causing you to be exhausted, and it's just not something that you really want to do overall. You feel me? Negativity is just like, for me, I've always been the type of person where like I just can't surround myself around, like I don't even want to waste my energy on negative shit. So like if we're having a discussion and then you start yelling, or I can get my point across without being interrupted, then it's just like a waste of my time, because at that point it's just some negative shit going on, and I don't want to waste my energy on that. I don't want to put any more precious time of my being, you know what I'm saying, my time, you feel me? I don't want to put myself out there. I'm not trying to, you feel me? Like I don't want to put myself in that situation, so I'm finna just remove myself, because at the end of the day, like my dad has always said, the best way of an argument is to keep silent. And I genuinely I really just feel like that's like the way that you should go about it, just because it's like, why? Like, if they really understood you, they would really just, you know what I'm saying, be calm. You feel me? Like, if someone's trying to explain something to you, you should always be respectful and listen, and then they should always be able to do the same. And if they can't, then well, that shows their characteristic. And like, it's just really simple. It's like 2 + 2, my nigga. Like, Anchi, like, for real, like, it's like 2 + 2. If they're given a 2, or if you're given a 2 and you're trying to get a 4, but they give you a 1, then it's a 3. You feel me? It's just not it. I hope that made sense. But no, for real, like, toxic people causes toxic behaviors, toxic attitudes, just a whole lot of toxic shit that it's just a waste of time. You feel me? Like, instead of being toxic or being around people who you think are toxic, be around yourself. Be alone. If anything, it's better to be alone than to be around shit that does not attribute to your life in a positive way. And it's something that, like, I feel like, again, because we're so consumed by so much shit surrounded by us, whether it be our phones or just like for real, like we really just lose sight of ourselves, like, in a sense, you feel me? So yeah, and so like your energy, like, you know, I wrote this shit down, of course, but yeah, your energy matters, cause I can't even speak. We're not cutting these out, because I like, at one point I'm gonna get it where it's one take and like it's smooth, you feel me? I'm not gonna be one of those people who just cut that shit out just to be aesthetically pleasing. I want to show you, like, especially for those who feel like they're like nervous or like they can't do it because of situations where they might stutter on accident, or just like it might just happen or whatever. Like, bro, that's normal. It's life, bro. It's human, bro. If we were perfect, then shit, none of that shit would have happened. But nobody's perfect but the man upstairs, you feel me? So anyways, yeah, like, your energy matters because it's what others can also feed off of and see whether they want to be around you or not. So it's the same thing. Like, if you want to be around those people, you should like observe, see how they act, and if it's cool, then for sure pursue it. And it'd be the same thing. Like for me, if I was trying to get to know someone, you know, if they're on some cool vibes, chill vibes, their mental, like the way they think, the like what they're motivated, what they want to do, instead of just sitting there and just dreaming, but like they're actually doing shit, and like the discussion is something. That's just me, but you get my point. Like, I'll be around that type of person. But if they're on some negative shit and they just talking about other people's business and shit like that, I just don't want to be around it. It's just, oh shit, I forgot my car was on. My fault. But yeah, you get the point. Like, why? For like what? For what am I doing all that for? Like, it makes no sense. And you shouldn't either. And I hope this gets to someone who is at the age, like, who's just getting into high school. Because I would say middle school, you're really not. I mean, yeah, middle school too, like 7th grade, 8th grade for sure. Like, be around people who are cool. I remember when I was always around, like, at first in middle school, for me, I was I got in trouble in middle school and shit like that. Or like it went from the teachers always telling my dad, like, yo, your kid is really just, you know, like being a clown in class or just joking around, to me being around people who make me a better person, but also just me just transitioning into, okay, I'm gonna be more mature. Going, all right, anyways, yeah, mature. So like in middle school especially, I always surrounded myself at the beginning like around people who, like, we would just be causing shit in class. And I went to a private school, right? So it's a bit more stricter, I guess you would say, and the teachers just, they would not play around. So yeah, and then I went from 7th to 8th grade, where the same teachers that were getting on my ass were actually like, oh, they were getting on my ass for a good reason, because it turned out that they really were like looking out for me. At least, especially one. Her name was Miss Grimes. I think she's still alive. I hope she's still alive, because God bless her soul. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, like, be around those who make you happy. Don't be around the people who you think are cool and you just want to be cool. It's better for you to be cool by being yourself. That's being cool, my nigga. Like 100, like, you know those 100 emojis? Like, we just, like, yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, and let's see here. However, don't force it and act like something. Don't force it and act like something that you're not. That's not what I mean when I say others will want to be around you depending on how you act. I mean, as long as you're yourself, then people will see the real you and go from there. So that's what I mean. So like, obviously be yourself, and obviously you want to be appealing to people in one way, which is you being yourself. Don't be appealing in these ways where you have to like cater to the different people that surround you. No, that's you wasting your energy. That's you wasting your time, and you should not do that for nobody at all. Like 100%, I'm being dead ass, bro. You feel me? And like, not being yourself could also lead to something where what is referred to as like mental exhaustion, right? So what I mean by that is putting all this energy and thoughts thinking a certain way that makes you like steer away from you being who you really are. And then, like I said earlier, like, you're just gonna get tired. Like, it's gonna put a strain on you, right? That's what I meant by like you consistently not being yourself, you being around people who are toxic, that bring your energy levels low. Like, the more you do that, it's not beneficial. You feel me? It's really not, because at the end of the day, you're yourself and that other person is their self. You feel me? So do what makes you happy. And I mean, if being toxic makes you happy, go ahead. This is not for the people who are toxic. You feel me? Because I understand to a certain extent that there are people who just are toxic, and that's who they are, and that's how they want to be. And if that's how you want to live your life, fine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking to my people who want to be, positive, be able to, start their day and end their day as a winner, and like be positive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying toxic people are not winners, but in my book, I genuinely feel like toxic people are just not what you want to be around. You want to be around people who make you a better person. I think that's what your parents would tell you too, but like on some real shit, yeah. Like, not telling you do that. You feel me? And now in terms of toxicity, why it's crucial to remove yourself from it is because the longer you're around it, the more you become it and are it. You feel me? So let me give you just like a quick analogy. All right, so say you take a warm bath and then say you take a cold bath, right? So the cold bath is the people you are around who are cold and bitter themselves, people who are toxic, people who just have low energies, right? Excuse me. So, well, you soaking yourself into that, and the longer you stay in that, when you come out that bath, you'll become bitter yourself. You feel me? You'll be like basically you're just gonna be like the same type of person because you've put yourself in that, like you've coated yourself, you've layered yourself with that type of people, with those type of people and that wrong type of energy. You feel me? So, however, okay, low battery, 10%. Oh shit, boy. Okay. Probably looked weird when I was like that, but it was because the notification. Anyways, so however, when you're taking that warm bath, say that warm bath is you around people who are warm-hearted and are calm people themselves, right? Well, you soaking yourself into that, the longer you're in it, when you come out that bath, you'll become warm yourself. You're just yourself. You feel me? And that's because you surrounded yourself, you layered yourself, you coated yourself with people who genuinely are themselves as well. You feel me? So, and like you'll just become a warm-hearted person yourself, which is a good thing. That's a great thing. And I say this because sometimes you might have this in a group of people who you generally. Oh, okay. I know what I'm talking about. Okay. So say you were in a group of people, like a group of friends, right? For a while, and you genuinely thought these people were your friends, but you were like low-key, you had the blinders on and you didn't really like see what was really going on. But then when you reflect, and like even that, like you kind of like contemplate, if you have to like constantly contemplate or question yourself on like why they act a certain way, especially like around you or towards you, those are the people you don't want to be around. You should immediately remove yourself around. I say that because it's like if you think those are the people that are the cool people and they have the attention and you want to be around that and you want to be noticed in that way, you're headed in the right. You're not right. You're headed in the wrong direction. And like for some people, this might be like, oh, this is kind of obvious. Okay, well, there's a lot of people who generally don't even take the time to reflect because they're so constantly caught up with so much shit. So this is like, I want this to be clear. Like, these videos are for those who are seeking like positivity, like some positive help, something that they can look towards, be like, okay, I know I'm not crazy, because I'm just here to tell you you're not crazy. You don't want to be around those people. And like, I hope that I'm like positively reaffirming them thoughts for yourself, like those thoughts that you have within yourself, because you are your own person. I can't control what you do, but I am here to let you know, like, you're not crazy, and just be yourself. Like, fuck what other people say. And that's what I'm saying. Why prove yourself? Why go ahead and just waste more energy towards negativity? Like, why prove yourself against people who are negative, bro? It's not worth it. You can kill them with your positivity. When I say kill them, I mean like you could show them off. You could show them that all the negative shit that they got going on in their lives, or whatever that they're, you know what I'm saying, can't affect who you are. It can't affect your path. They can't get in your way. I hope that makes sense. Like really. And that's the toxic shit about, I feel like, middle school, high school time. Because like in college, for me personally, the first 15 minutes of college, I realized all the dramatic, all the shit, all that other stuff that is so known to be in high school does not matter, my nigga. Because everyone is in their own lane, in a sense. Everyone, until you like have those group of friends, but still like you like, or you meet in college or whatever, but like still, like everyone is in their own lane. They're trying to figure out their books, they're trying to figure out their dorms, they're trying to figure out where the class is, they're rotating, they're maneuvering, they're looking, everyone's so busy on their own shit, especially like the first day of college, that like in high school you're all worried about like, oh, like who's gonna be my friends. No, bro, you should treat it like, I hope this message gets across to the point where if you're maybe in middle school or in high school, you approach this like how I approached it in high school, or learned and had approached it in college, where don't be around, like be yourself, focus on what you got going on. Because at the end of the day, bro, like school, you're there not to make friends and kick it. I mean, yeah, it can take away from all this shit. Like it can, like, you know, take your mind off shit, from shit that might be happening at home or somewhere else, you feel me, like from work or whatever. Totally understandable. But again, at the end of the day, you're there for your degree or for your diploma or whatever it is. Because at the end of the day, it's not your degree or diploma in high school, college, whatever the case may be. It's not gonna say Josh and then your name, whatever it might be. It's gonna say your name, that's it, you feel me? It's not even gonna say your parents' name or your sister's name, except for the last name, you feel me? It's gonna be you. So you gotta realize that like these, like you gotta like remove yourself from all that shit, because it's not worth it, period. All right, what I say, that shit ain't it for real. Like I hope that's understood, because the cool person, the people are the ones who act themselves accordingly, you feel me? Not worried about what others have to say. Now that might take some time, totally understandable. That has to do with your inner confidence, right? And you can build that up by just constantly being yourself. It might take some time, but I promise it's so much worth it, because that confidence, that inner confidence of you being your true self, is a whole lot stronger and could defeat and overcome anything in comparison to the fake inner confidence that you're building yourself up by being around people who are toxic, people who are not beneficial, people who are not putting you in a better place of mind, you feel me? And you don't even need people to do that. You could do that by yourself, you feel me? It's called self-education for a reason, you feel me? You could self-help, you could do all these things on yourself, on your own too, feel me? But we're so caught up with all the other bullshit, feel me? Snapchat, all that. And it's cool, bro. Social media is cool to a certain extent, but you know, it's just the technology and the shit that they throw you, it really fucks with your mental, whether you see it or not. And it's just like, you gotta really be real with yourself. So I hope these videos that I make kind of like take you away from all that stuff, and then once you're done with the video, you really leave and like have a different perspective, and like actually can approach things the way you want to do it, not the way I'm telling you to do it. But hopefully it gives you some type of perspective that it's like, okay, bet, I know what I want to do. I'm not telling you what to do. I hope this is clear. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just showing you a perspective of how it really be. Because I've gone through a lot of shit, trust me. And we'll even get to know, I'll have these stories of, we'll have these stories of like what happened in college and just shit that I've experienced for sure. But I want to get this message across straight up first, because it's most important. Do not surround yourself around toxic people. It's just not worth it, for real. And yeah, because like your inner confidence, which is built off of authenticity, is better. Because whereas if it was built off of some fake toxic people, well, when things go south, you yourself are not finna feel as comfortable with yourself, because now you're stuck trying to defend yourself from all the negative thoughts, from the negative people, and you're just gonna be stuck in this cycle that you can just avoid doing it right now. So genuinely ask your people. Like I said in the like, I think it was 2-3 videos before, it's like you gotta ask yourself, does this add value to my life? You can switch around that question and say, do these people add value to my life? Genuinely, it's that simple. And there's no but, ifs, or whatever. It's genuinely, you can write this down in this list and you can really think to yourself, like, do these people add value to my life? No, it's yes or no. Yes, because of this. No, because of this. Perfect. That's it. Simple as that. For real. So what do I mean by all this? Yeah, like, well, you shouldn't ever have to waste a single second on negativity, all right? I personally don't argue with no one because that's the waste of energy. And if I can't get my point across clearly without being interrupted, well, then I know from that point on it's not worth my time, okay? Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like I've never yelled or tried to get tried my best to get my point across. Again, if I ever do that, which is rare, I don't know if I said where, which is rare, right? It just means I genuinely care about the situation. So I've had situations, just a few to be honest, where I would like get into it, and that's because I genuinely care and I'm really trying to like have my point be heard. But because I'm being interrupted and all that, I just get frustrated. And we all get frustrated. And I want you to also understand, like, I'm human. We're all human. We're not perfect at all right? So yes, I get frustrated too. But the more you spend that alone time, the more you get to know yourself, and the more you just stay positive and protect your energy from negative shit, the more you just get this perspective of like, okay, I know what I need to do. I know who I should surround myself around, period. Does not matter, because at the end of the day, whatever people think about you, bro, that shit is dead, bro. Because look, to be real, I genuinely believe, maybe other people can agree with me or not, I don't know, but like, your life does not start technically till after college. That's your life. So right now, if you're in college, middle school, high school, whatever it may be, high school, college, technically you're not living your life, your best life, because obviously you're there, you're grinding. That's still part of your best life. That's a good thing. You're grinding, you're hustling, you're educating yourself. That's great. But within that, there are certain distractions that sometimes you just can't get away from, or you think you might not be able to get away from. And that's like those group of people, the cool kids, whatever it may be, Snapchat, social media, like, and we all have a choice. You feel me? Like, we all have a choice, and if you choose to do nothing, well, that's you choosing not to do nothing. Again, if you choose to do something about it, then that's you making a change. You feel me? So, you feel me? Like, let's just get that straight. You feel me? Yeah. Yeah, and so all in all, never spend time around it. Never spend time around negativity, because in reality, it ain't worth it. Excuse me. Smoothie be smacking though. Hold on. Bro, I be going in these videos or just whatever I'm talking about, and I forget I have a whole ass smoothie in my hand, bro. Like, I worked out and I haven't even ate anything. I've been drinking this. I did my forearm today, and then I was just jump roping. Like, I was getting a bit sweaty, as you can tell in the beginning of the video. Jump ropes is a cheat code to cardio, all right? I'm telling you, bro. You do as many as you can. Don't even think about the amount that you want to do jump roping. Just do it, because the more you do it, the more sets you do it, the body, you'll know when your body's like, all right, bro, chill out. You feel me? So, and that's when the sweat comes out. Definitely do intervals. Just a little side note, intervals is what makes you sweat faster, in my opinion. Okay, I be seeing people on the treadmills going the same pace for 30 minutes, not sweating, not breaking one sweat. I'm doing intervals for 30 minutes straight, training up my speed constantly. I'm breaking mad sweat, bruh. I come out that treadmill like I'm in a sauna. I just came out the sauna or something. For real, for real. Anyway, that's besides the point, all right? So, yeah, like most of those times, if not all those times where you notice that the people you had surrounded yourself around who weren't uplifting and just negative, well, when you see and reflect from it from afar, you'll actually come to a realization that you made the right decision. For real. I've had that happen so many times where I just had to separate myself from people and just be like, am I going crazy, or like am I really feeling this way because I surround myself around it, because I constantly do this and this, and in reality I shouldn't do it at all. I don't need to be doing it at all, you feel me? And then when I reflect about it and I see it from afar, I'm like, yeah, I made the best decision. I made the right decision. You feel me? So, yeah. And anytime you feel overwhelmed because you feel lonely now because you're not around those same people you have been for however long, well, that's just your mind and your body telling you, like, or just getting used to the change, okay? Like, that's normal. Don't fight it. Just be thankful you actually that just shows that you're leading the right way. That, like, if your body is feeling a bit jittery, or not jittery, okay, chill out, jittery, I mean, like, just you just feel overwhelmed. You might be feeling a little nauseous sometimes, I don't know, but that's because you're thinking about that shit. That's a good thing. Let it ride. Let the emotion, like, let those emotions or whatever that shit is ride, because once that change happens, bruh, you're gonna be glad, you know? Like, the longer you wait, the more you finna hate. And what I mean by that, I just kind of made that up. The longer you wait, the more you finna hate. Reason being, you're gonna hate that you stuck around for that long when you could have just been further earlier. Okay, hate is a huge word, it's a strong word, but I just needed to say that because it rhymed. But you get my point, mate. All right, so yeah, and like, you gotta remind yourself this: you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. All right, literally. If you're comfortable around those same people, and you just want to be comfortable, like, you're just not helping yourself out. But if you feel uncomfortable now that you're changing yourself, changing for the better, and you're surrounding yourself around like-minded people, and as well just yourself, you have a lot more alone time, bro, that's because that's a change, okay? Like, you're gonna feel a bit nervous, a bit anxious. That's normal. But in reality, you know, you really should just be comfortable with the change. Yeah, what did I say? I wrote this right as, yeah, you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. All right. Okay, so earlier the video like cut off because I guess I had no more storage, and my phone is literally about to die. It's still about to die, actually. It's at like 5%. But I wanted to make sure that I got the quote in for y'all, which I think ties in really well with what I talked about, what we discussed, what we understood each other on today, which is, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. One more time, but we gotta just let it sink in. I know. People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And that is from Maya Angelou. Yeah, shout out to her, because that shit real fuck, boy. Like, think about it. Just think about it. Don't matter. Even if you were around people who, like, were negative or whatever, and you still were yourself, like, that shit gonna stick with them. Like, even if they hide it, even if they try to act like it don't matter, whatever, let them do that. But at the end of the day, you are being yourself, and that's what matters. All right. So if you be yourself, people will be more inclined to cling onto you, or like be more attracted to you because you're yourself, and you made them feel more comfortable for that reason alone. All right. Anyways, it's your boy CEO Habasha, and we out. Love y'all. Bye.